Prologue. Munston Gatehouse, 1892. In a dream, Nightingale is sent to Munston Private Asylum by her father. New patients must spend their first night in the gatehouse for observation. It is there that Nightingale first awakens in the dream. Okay. So I heard a lot of good things about this. It was on my radar since, like, the day it released. I was very excited for it. What do we got here? Strange coins. Curious coin when it crosses. Not clear what it's metal made from. Has subtle iron scent. Who needs money in a dream? As the weeks dragged on and my own mitigation to help the guests play out their fantasies waned, I began to understand. A coin is a favor. Story later. But it's apparently very much akin to, like, Dark Souls and Clock Tower, like in old school RE. So, you know. Corpse in a cage is blocking a hole in the wall. Oh. Alright then. But I'm excited to see how it plays out. I may have done a little bit of it, but that's because I thought I was streaming. And it was supposed to go through, but it did not because, fuck me. Nothing in the vase. Okay. Grandfather clock, that gets a key. Special placement log. We got Millie Erdwood, age 13, for epilepsy and appropriate behavior. Emma Bignon, age 14, for fires and inappropriate behavior, of course. Becca Mason, age 15, for disagreeableness and headaches. And then we have myself, that also just happens to have the same birthday as me. That's fucking weird. Age 15, when we don't know what our symptoms are of why we are here. Interesting.
Peter?
Oh, he's got a key.
Oh, Albert. Why am I still here?
Hi, Monsty. Alright, so this takes me back here. Very creepy people. Hello. You look lost. First time in the dream? I'm Becca Mason. Oh, I saw about you. Afraid you stumbled into something you probably shouldn't have. This game spookies? It looks spookies? As far as I've heard, it is. Yeah, it's kind of a spooky game. We're having this sort of celebration to welcome a new member of our little club. You see, we're witches.
All right.
Hello. You are not supposed to be here. Are you a patient here? Yes. Did you come from the gatehouse? Yes. Made it all the way here with no assistance? No. Okay. We're in the Munston house in 1982 inside the dream. The pain of the flame subsides as Nightingale loses consciousness. She awakens in a strange bedroom within Munston house, still in the dream. Okay. You have the sneezies. I'm sorry. Grandfather clock, there's a keyhole in the front. Okay. Nothing in here. A cleaver. Fuck you, mannequin. Hello, lady. Terribly sorry if I frighten you by just appearing like that. I like to observe new arrivals to make sure they're not violently deranged before allowing them out of their room. I am Margaret Blackett, and I share administration of this asylum with my father, Dr. Robert Blackett. Your name is Nightingale, isn't it? Let me first deeply apologize to you for being set on fire as soon as you arrived here. Surely the responsible party has been severely reprimanded. I am not familiar with your case history. You may be wondering if this is all a delusion. I can assure you it is not. You've been drawn into a phenomenon unique to Munston House. It's a sort of dream or nightmare. Weeks will pass here during a single night in the real world. Sure, you have questions. I'll answer as best as I'm able to. Alright, how do I escape? The methodology for waking up from the dream is not well understood. Some wake with ease, with only a vague memory of what occurred here. Others are trapped indefinitely, their comatose bodies slowly rotting in the real world. Dying in the dream provides no release. You'll simply wake anew. As those trapped in the dream rot in the real world, they turn into deranged living corpses here. Unfortunately, the dream accumulates a much more unpleasant residence every year. As such, it's critical that you avoid attention until you are properly armed with the tools to defend yourself. While dying in the dream is a temporary affair, the experience is still horrible, so you must be careful. In order to be invisibly observe you earlier, I used the spirit twig. Simply by snapping the twig in my hands, I'm able to briefly move about as if I were a phantom. In the real world, magic is the provenance of charlatans, but remarkably in the dream, magic is real. I'm a novice magic user. You want to seek out the filthy wretch to learn more. Alright, the mansion reconfigures itself each night, but you should be able to find me in the study easily enough. I'll leave you with the key to this room and make my exit a different way. Oh, and Nightingale, don't be discouraged if you die. As you have already seen, it is only temporary. It sounds perverse, but death truly is the greatest teacher. See you around. Okay, whatever you say, lady. Fuck you, mannequin. Bandages.
Oh, Albert. Why am I still here?
Oh.
Silly child. Hold still now. Hold still now.
Ah! Ah! There's so much happening!
Steady.
I'll let him kill everything.
Steady. Alfred.
Okay. That was awful. So that was the groundskeeper. This is a zombie. What the fuck? All right. Beast zombie, and I get its heart. Fair enough. Can I open this door now? No, it's still locked. Okay. Oh yeah, I can search her body now. Alright, she had a warning candle. Her name is Charlotte, and she was made. What the fuck? Get out of here, kid! Who are you? Little wretch. Filthy wretch that has found a way to animate his creepy dolls. He has 10 health, 15 poise, and resistant all things. Monston House, situated on a hill in Monmouth between St. Ellie's Church and Brynbach Abbey's ruins, has a fascinating and tragic history. Built by the coal magnate Alfred Monston in 1869, the house was initially designed as a country getaway before a series of terrible events led it to becoming a private residence of an American doctor, a cholera clinic, and finally a mental asylum. I have not gone in this room. Naples. In the morning, the city had 4 sculptors, 12 princes, and 7 sailors. On the following day, 4 sailors jumped to their death. Okay, so that leaves 3 sailors. Next, each sailor ate 2 princes. Okay, so... So 7 sailors, 4 jumped. That leaves 3. 3 ate 2, which is 6, so there's 6 princes left. Then 2 sculptors burned themselves alive. So 2, 6, 3. 6. Key to the occult library. Okay. Yep. All right. Burning candle. Wax table. The Night Mother remembers we are her bricks and her blood is her mortar. Poncer's Chess. Thank you for your purchase of Poncer's Chess, a unique and exciting way on a classic game of chess. Before we explain how each unit operates, you'll need to understand some terminology. Perception. As perception increases, the unit can see spirits from a further distance and detect increasingly sophisticated hexes and illusions. Poise. Units with higher poise are less likely to be stunned or knocked down by attacks. Speed. A speed value of 115 indicates the unit performs all actions 15% faster than normal. Luck. A luck value of 200 indicates double the likelihood of finding rarer or expensive items, as well as 10% more coins found. Okay, so those are my stats that I gotta look at. Hey, Wanted, what's up? A new visitor to a dream, how exciting. I don't have a name exactly, but most folks around here call me the Filthy Wretch. Considering myself a tutor of sorts in the occult arts, you seem like you would make a fine student. Before we get started, I have one small request, which you may find a bit off-putting. I'd like you to bring me a corrupted finger, freshly clipped from one of the undead. Now, don't look so scandalized. You don't even know what it's for. Suggest targeting one of the sleeping zombies. I appreciate this is an unusual and difficult request, but I assure you the end result will be worth it. Excellent. I won't ask you where you got it. Now, what I'd like you to do is eat the finger. Is that a JJK reference? You have acquired alcohols? I love alcohols too. Just kidding, pupil. Such body parts are a valuable commodity with many uses in dreams as in life. See the stone shrine in this room? A curious ancient thing. Place the finger into its base and activate it. It'll help you remember items you might otherwise have forgotten each night. You'd find shrines like these throughout the mansion. Just as no two people are alike, so are the shrines. Each one will require a different offering to activate. Each new shrine you activate will allow you to remember one additional item. Turn to me, people, once you have activated the shrine. Okay. Here's a finger for the shrine. And I'd like to remember my weapon. Because weapons are important. Especially because it's a bleed weapon. I really like bleed weapons. Okay. Next lesson will be the casting of spells. You may be skeptical about the existence of magic in the real world, but there's no doubting its power in the dream. Hold this blue scroll. Focus your attention on the seal and imagine it breaking while you wave your hand over it. The seal will break and the magical energies contained will consume the scroll and escape. This blue scroll is a protection spell giving you an invisible suit of armor that will absorb a few hits before dissipating. There is a price, however. Using magic will cause one to be slightly cursed. The effects are numerous. Graying to the skin and increased awareness of paranormal activity nearby. Next, strange and horrific sights previously hidden will reveal themselves. Everyone has a tolerance for being cursed, which if exceeds leads to rather rapid internal rotting process. In that case, use a warding candle immediately to reduce your cursedness. Enough prattle, give that spell a try, and then see me when you're ready to learn more. Okay. Yeah. Craft your own spells, you'll need a grimoire. It so happens I have an extra beginner's grimoire you may have. You can use that table over there to create your spells. Here's a blank scroll. You also need to find some wax. Come see me when you're done. Okay. I don't have any blue wax. Dummy spell. Health of a dummy scales with spell damage. Like create a dummy. Or I can make a door hex spell. I wish I could make another armored spell, but I guess I'll make a dummy spell. Taught you everything I can for now. To continue your studies in the occult, you need to find the first witch in the basement. Here's the east stairwell key. Before heading down, you might want to talk to Margaret Blackett. She mentioned needing something from down there. Be warned that someone has tampered with the gas pipes in the basement. All the lights are out, and the basement is somewhere you want to be without a light. Okay. Well, passage, crawl. There's a guy in there. We start to take advantage of the Iron Maiden in the room. You're about to look? I'm sure you did perfectly well, because it's you. Okay. Wax, cup of tea. Ooh, a shield? It's not a permanent item either. Oh, fuck. Okay, medikit. And let's use the tea until I can get another remembrance thing. Oh, hi. You'd almost think it was real. Good evening. I introduced myself, but people don't generally wear masks if they want their identity to be known. I've been here so long I scarce remember who I was previously. Anyway, I no longer have the patience to beat back the ever-growing throng of animated corpses in this house. As such, I have become something of a merchant. I traffic in all sorts of goods, and my inventory is always changing. What good is gold in this nightmare? A coin is a favor saved for later. Okay. You have any permanent items? You have an axe. 5588815. I gotta see where my cleaver is at. But that seems pretty good. Ooh, plus 20 to melee damage? Oh, fuck, I want that. How much is it? It's 11? Yes. And then a grandfather clock key, because I can open up the grandfather clock. And then I need 5 more for the axe, because I think I want the axe. 416. Compared to... Yeah. I want the axe instead over the cleaver. But got me a ring now. Oh! It's a sound to alert enemies to come check the clock. I see. Okay, that's smart. Okay. Wax. Gentleman's suit. Plus 15% damage to melee from behind. Plus 10% health vampirism added to melee. 50% less poise. 15% less fire. 5% less physical. And minus 3 speed. Oh, that is fucking gorgeous. Oh, look at me. I'm dapper as fuck. Who the fuck told you that you could do that? You bastard painting. Okay. I want to remember my melee ring. So that way I don't lose the melee ring, because the melee ring is kind of fucking poggies as fuck. 20% more melee damage is great. And if I could get, like, 1 more coin, oh my god, that would be so good. Solaire, is that you? I swear the church was this way. There's only a wall. Oh, dude, forgive me. Sometimes I forget that I am in the damn little shadow world rather than the real one. I am the Vicar of St. Ellie's, the nearby parish church. Welcome back, babe. Or at least, it used to be nearby. It feels like it's been so long since I've seen it. Never mind all that. You've been in the house recently? Positively reeking with evil, isn't it? As a warrior of Christ, I had once thought to save the poor souls in there. Now I only wish to escape. You may think it cowardly, but spend a few more nights here and you'll see. I see you staring at my lamp. I would be happy to give it to you, but I need proof that you're a valiant warrior of Christ and not in league with the foul beasts in that house. Bring me the corrupted heart of one of those hefty, poison-spewing, sheet-covered abominations in there. Here. Excellent. You are indeed worthy of this lamp. Use it well. Thank you for the lamp. What can you tell me about the basement? The basement is absolutely boiling with sinful characters. For one, there is the first witch and her initiates. Do not, under any circumstances, be tempted to join her foul coven. I believe the dream is a test from God to see how we might behave given eternal life. Harnessing the power of demons to cast spells does not sound like the sort of activity that would please our Lord and Savior. Secondly, the foul butcher surgeon resides down there, a despicable man. I've seen him go in and out of the hedgemate several times. Claims to be searching Monston Mausoleum for corpses to anatomize. What is his real intention? I don't know, but you should ask him if you see him. The Monston hedgemate used to be one of my favorite spots for contemplation. Seems to have been hexed recently, as I simply cannot find a way through anymore. Seeing through such illusions requires one to be significantly cursed, something I personally cannot abide. Whoever is in there does not want visitors. The Monston Mausoleum sits in the center of the maze. Perhaps whoever hexed the hedge maze has discovered something in there. In the dream, spirits are tricky fellows to deal with. One cannot even see them unless cursed, and being cursed is rather an unpleasant state to be in. In the real world, I'd rely on my trusty Bible for protection, but in the dream, surprisingly, a camera is the best weapon. Say a photograph could capture a person's soul. Well, here in the dream, that seems to be true, at least for these damnable phantoms that flit about. Cameras are rare. I did see a girl about your age with one the other night, though. She took my picture and said she was going to sell it to the man in the mirror. Absolutely off her rocker, I think. She looked hideously cursed as well, no doubt. She was seeing things. Okay, so I need to be really cursed and look in a mirror to get a camera. No, I suppose not. Haven't had a visitor in a while, and I guess I'm overexcited. My name is Rose. Don't remember much else but my first name, so that'll have to do. Don't take this the wrong way, but you seem like the type of girl who carries around a lot of junk she doesn't need. Am I right? I love junk. It's the only thing keeping me sane in this starry purgatory. Well, somewhat sane. Better than Mr. Photographs over there, at least. You got a heaping mound of coins, so if you got any extra items, I'll happily take them off your hands. Sure. I'm not gonna use spells. I don't want the dolls either. The shield... Shield... Kinda want to keep. But she's paying me 3 coins for it, so I kinda want to get rid of it. I'll hold on. Oh, she gave me something for me to have my ensemble ready. Oh, so you're a woman. No, don't expect that. I want to speak to her again. Can't see too well anymore, but the twinkling lights are still beautiful. One of these days I need to purchase a telescope and have a proper look at them. Maybe they're not even stars. Everything in this nightmare is a fake, isn't it? Pass my time here resting my old bones waiting for visitors like yourself. Unlike Lord Pictures over there, I don't want to look at photographs. They make me too sad. Who am I? A fine question. I have a few clues. My hands are virtually crippled with arthritis, so I suppose I spent my youth doing something meticulous with them. Maybe I was a seamstress. Most of my face is rotted, so it's hard to tell what I once looked like. But there is something distinct about my eyes. Perhaps I had a French mother. I like to think I was beautiful in my youth, and I will believe so until someone presents me some real evidence that I wasn't. A young girl like you shouldn't be running around with a bunch of silly trinkets clogging her pockets. Amassing a pile of baubles and gimcracks is an old lady sport. I purchased many strange and unique items over the years. Bought a pair of spectacles right off a young man's face. He was in dire need of coin and seemingly in quite a hurry. Bought a terrarium with a real spider inside from a filthy man wearing a sheet. Bought a necklace made of fingers from a frightening young woman in rags. Even purchased a pair of trousers from a young man with a dog. Mostly so he'd have to take them off. Don't tell old Mr. Photographs there about that one. Oh, you're lewd, lady. Oh, okay, so it's just this little bit of area. Hello, Mr. Photographs. A new arrival. It has been a while. I'd introduce myself, but I'm afraid I've forgotten who I was. One visitor gave me the honorific Lord Nobody of Nowhere. I quite like that title. I'm afraid to find out who I was before. Perhaps I wasn't a good person. I still faintly remember things, smells, tastes, an uncanny sense of having seen something before. That's why I enjoy photographs. They bring back so many feelings. Have you ever used a camera? It's quite simple, really. If you'd like, I have a beautiful antique camera for sale. I'd give it to you for free, but I need coins. You see, I cannot leave this place, so I purchase photos from budding photographers such as yourself. As such, you'll be able to make back the purchase price of the camera in no time, I'm sure. Okay. I'll buy your camera. Sure. I'll buy your first aid. I'll buy a dry plate. My photo collection is sorely lacking photos of the supernatural variety. Sell me a photo of a spirit and I'll throw in a special extra gift. Normally can only be seen when you're cursed, but take a picture of them at any time. Oh, okay, so oh, fuck. I accidentally rolled. Well. Why? Why are you in a cage? I know what you're thinking. Why would this gentleman and his dog be locked up if they haven't done something nefarious? Surely this man murdered somebody, and his great beast of a dog dragged the body into a lake. I can assure you that we are merely victims of a cruel jape, no more. My name is Felix, and this is my noble hound, Horace. If you'd be so kind to fetch the rusty cage key, I'm sure we could be of great use to you. Somewhere disgusting. Toxic plant. Photographic dry plate. I am poisoned. Oh, you will not regret this, not one bit. Let us dust ourselves off and we'll meet you upstairs in the study. Okay. Oh, that's a big bitch. Holy fucking damage. And down she goes. Corrupted liver of the giant maid named Tara. 120 health, curse tolerance of 100, poise of 50, fire resistance minus 50%. Ah, so she takes more damage from fire. Ooh, mirror. Yoink. Ooh. Corrupted heart. Give. Guess the 7% chance of getting half damage? Not sure. Pottery shard. Ah, Nightingale, I'm sorry for our earlier misunderstanding. Ah, it's the first witch. I am the first witch, and I run the sororial order of the initiated. The filthy wretch and I, through careful and often perilous experiments, have come to understand much about the dream. I bestow this knowledge on you, worthy young initiates such as yourself. How do we train you? This will sound a bit macabre. The blood and vital organs of the dream's inhabitants hold tremendous power. By offering them to ritual to the entity that controls the dream, the body may be permanently strengthened. Additionally, worthy initiates are given special gifts as they ascend in the ranks. In fact, you will receive a special gift after your very first offering. Here's the haunting guide and offering list you can refer to. I look forward to working with you to unlock your full potential, Nightingale. Alright, I will offer strange coins and a corrupted finger. I could get more health. Discover additional secrets with curse tolerance. Okay. Or immunity to... I think the extra HP is going to be good for me. Congratulations on your first offering, Initiate. Your reward is a key that unlocks our network of secret passages. Bookshelf in this room connects directly to another part of the house. Very convenient. Next reward will be at level 5. An advanced grimoire will let you create new spells. Look forward to your next offering. Sure. I'll go with more health again. Sure, I'll do again. And, let's go with, warding? I need a corrupted finger and then I can have another, upgrade. Curse is a glimpse into the traumatized heart of the dream. With its heightened perception, many strange and wonderful truths are revealed. One may even locate gateways between disparate worlds. You might try gazing into a mirror while terribly cursed is the only way man in the mirror. Do hope you'll come to appreciate the mad artistry of whatever celestial entity controls the dream. Careful around other initiates. Some have lost their minds and others have turned their back on the sororal order. Casting a spell becomes repeatedly cursed takes a toll on one's sanity. Only the truly strong-willed can ascend the ranks of the order. I recommend strengthening your tolerance to the curse to avoid any issues. I was once a stranger to the dream like you. My title is accurate. After learning the occult arts from the filthy wretch, I became the dream's first true witch. I believe I am still alive in the real world, although it becomes harder and harder to know for sure. Doesn't matter much to me because I have so much important work to do here. Filthy Wretch and I are collaborating on an experiment of sorts. Through careful applications of offering and blood, permanent changes can be made to the dream. We are still early in our research, but I'll be sure to let you know how we get on. History of Dr. Robert Blackett made a fortune as a talented physician in Boston treating unusual cases. Took a trip to China in 1860, possibly to avoid the war in U.S. Left China for England, bringing half-Chinese daughter Margaret with him, mother unknown. Substantiated rumors of heavy opium usage. Met Peter Monston in 1878. Robert and Margaret move into Monston House. 3 years later, Peter dead, and Robert owns Monston House. Hello. Oh, you must be the new boy. Just so you're aware, the last boy died of sepsis. He didn't listen carefully to my instructions. This patient is dying. I need you to run to the laboratory and craft a tonic jar. Here you go. You may be of use, boy. I do have a name, of course, but I'd rather not sully my reputation in the real world. Finding work has been difficult for an old-fashioned craftsman like myself, so I had to do things I'm not proud of. That bloody fool Joseph Listener had turned the art of surgery into a complete farce. Dr. Blackett offered me top pay for a simple job. Each night I was to deliver him fresh corpses and dissect them. Claimed he was starting a medical school, but there were no students. The bodies were to be anatomized in front of a curious window, the observer cloaked in shadow. A few nights later, when I awoke in the dream, the truth was made clear. I'd been hired to instruct the dream through the mechanical operations of the human body. Now I stayed on, assisting Dr. Blackett, yes, but performing my own investigation as well. The dream affords me the rare opportunity to study the human body in exacting detail. Each night the dead are reanimated anew, so I could truly practice in a way impossible in the real world. When I first arrived in the dream, I performed many an experiment on willing subjects. Well, mostly willing, I think. Progression requires sacrifice, no? For instance, I spent a few weeks slicing one gentleman's Achilles tendon in different ways each night. As you can imagine, he grew stark raving mad, but by the end I was able to consistently repair that hobbled foot. Don't even get me started on what I learned about the brain. Wow. I believe I am still alive in the real world, and that in a few more nights I'll awake as usual. Initially I had only the faintest memories upon waking, but over time I have learned to retain more. As soon as I awoke, I picked up a scalpel and retraced what I have practiced in the dream. Additionally, I believe there are ways to escape the dream at will. But I certainly won't tell you about it, my little secret. Also, if I ever hear you of sneaking around a Monsty Mausoleum, I will cut your eyes out. Oh, I see. You're not the new boy. You're a puppet. I'm gonna snip your strings.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Get wrecked, idiot. Right idol eye. Permanent key. The right eye to an ancient stone idol. Small glimmering lights can be seen within. Remembrance tear. A tear-shaped drop of blessed blood shed only by those who once made an offering at a remembrance shrine. Could be dropped into a remembrance shrine to remember an additional item. Ooh. 200 health, 200 curse tolerance, poison at 35, bleeding tolerance at 35, paralysis 25, poison resistance 100%. Oh, hello. You're here now. Ah, good to see you again. Now that we're free, Horace and I would like to offer you a special service. As I understand, the witch in the basement is always looking for offerings. Fingers, hearts, and that sort of a thing. I don't know about witchcraft myself, but I do know how to procure these offerings. See, Horace and I are skilled hunters, always in the search of our next target. So you just let me know if you'd like us to go hunting. I'm sure we can make a deal. Hunt? Oh, I could just buy the things. Oh. Strangest thing, waking up in the dark all locked up. What kind of wretched creature puts a dog in a little cage like that? Plus, we'll never know who the culprit was, but I assure you I am very grateful to be free. Done a fine thing. We'd like to reward you by offering you our hunting services. Horace has been my primary companion for years, in life and in the dream. I was born into a proper rich family, and I get along with them. Took my family dog and went my own way. The only thing I've ever really been good at is hunting. Not good with people, not good with numbers, but Horace and I could track a fox for miles. Doesn't help with paying bills, though. Lovely girl, absolutely lovely. Gave me the groundskeeping and security job for the house after those two brothers died. Albert and David were their names, I think. You can still find them wandering around in the dream, living corpses form. Unreal. My full permission to kill me if I ever find me wandering around money like those two weepers. Never got along with her father. He doesn't think I'm good enough for Margaret. That's why we're proper platonic and don't believe anybody who says any different. Okay. The enigmatic Miles Creighton, researcher into the unexplained, gave us the following 5 fundamentals. What the fuck? What the fuck? Burning zombie. Huh? The weary traveler lost in the night breathes many a longing sigh and marks that welcome dawn of light with rapture in his eye, in memory of Anne Monston, loving mother to twins Peter and Burnt ring.
What kind of place is this?
Okay. Hi. Ah, fresh face. You look about the same age as me. Your face still looks intact, though. I think my body must be rotting in reality, and my face is the first to go through the dream. My name is Emma, not that it matters much. I'll make you a deal. Bring me an enchant spell, and I'll help you break into this mausoleum. You're gonna like what's inside, trust me. The first witch could teach you how to make your own enchant spell. Alternatively, there may be a few scrolls stashed around the hedge maze if you look hard enough. Here. You know? I've been thinking. What's in there is pretty valuable. I think I'll keep it for myself. No hard feelings? Oh, thanks. How did that hit me? Goat's fashion record. Emma. Human finger 250. I wish I knew why the ruins are withering. I've been looking. I haven't found anything yet. Born the 5th of February, 1846, Aberdare, Wales. Died 17th of August, 1881 of heart failure. I will say, though, the game is extremely good, though, Beld. Very, very recommended. V. Okay, so father was D. Sister is I. Mother is V. There we go. I fucked up and I was reading the brothers and I thought it was the fathers for some reason. I can't believe it. You've gotten the eye back. I apologize for the deception of this mask. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Peter Monstein. Yes, that is my sarcophagus over there. I am dead in the real world. Allow me to explain. My twin sister Priscilla and I have been interested in magic since we were children. We always hoped to find a way to contact our dear deceased mother, but nothing worked. It wasn't until 1874 that we finally found real magic. We were invited on a diplomatic trip to visit Constantinople, the ancient city of Byzantium. While my father worked to ingrate himself with the politicians we had traveled with, Priscilla and I searched for artifacts to purchase. After many encounters with shady merchants and frauds, we were finally shown this idol with ruby eyes. The price was high, but we were promised miraculous effects, and so the idol was purchased. That night, Priscilla and I awoke in the dream for the first time. You see, this idol is the source of the dream, and it recreates anything its ruby's eyes see. The idol is a painter of sorts. It tries to portray its subjects accurately, but is prone to extrapolation and flights of fancy. Once its ruby gaze has fallen upon someone, it will incorporate them into the dream. Father had caught a fever shortly after we arrived in Constantinople. Only a few days after purchasing the idol, Priscilla showed symptoms of the fever as well. Within a fortnight, they were both dead. My grief, as you can imagine, was boundless. But to my utter astonishment, Priscilla was still alive in the dream. The idol did not know of her death. I returned home to Monson House with the bodies and the idol. As I showed the idol more of the house and of the life, the dream grew grander. I was able to convince the idol that magic exists with some simple parlor tricks and pyrotechnics. In the dream, my sister and I slowly created a paradise. Of course, even with magic in the dream, we were never able to meet Mother. The idol had never seen her. Yeah, no, I'm not expecting this conversation to go well at all. As you have seen, Dr. Blackett and his henchmen have turned the dream into a nightmare. It's time to end the dream by destroying the idol's representation of itself in the dream. Thank you for returning the eye. I am too weak to have done it myself. Now let me prepare the destruction spell. Oh, it's the filthy guy. Oh. Oh, Peter, you finally let your guard down for a moment. You've been quite a naughty boy, haven't you? Excellent work, Mr. Wretch. Peter, my old friend, how far you have fallen. I have tried to help you. Why would you destroy the dream? Collect the ashes for the erasure ritual. Peter shall cause us no more trouble. Take the girl to the observatory. I have other matters to attend to. Okay. Chapter 1 completed. Chapter 2, Monston House, 1892, in a dream. Nightingale is taken to the observatory in the attic. Eventually, the wretch's sleep spell begins to wane. She awakens to find a letter at the foot of her bed.